Hey YouTube, so it's Amy here, bringing you something brand new for my channel. For the last year now, I have been playing Cardfight Vanguard, and I thought I would just come onto YouTube and upload my deck profiles for any people who are just starting out in the game. So with that introduction done, let's give it a go. My camera quality is not good because I'm filming this on my mobile phone, so I will be holding the cards up so you can kind of see them a bit better, because if I was to hold them up or put them flat on my playmat, you can't really see them, so I'm sorry about that. So let's go in and get started. This is my deck profile for Seraph Pure Light, aka Prison. So we're starting off with the ride line. Each ride line is now required to have a copy of this card, Energy Generator. I won't be explaining what the cards do because it's going to be easy to look them up online with me saying the names of all the cards. Next up is our grade 0, Aurora Battle Princess Ruby Red. The grade 1, Aurora Battle Princess Kyanite Blue. This lets you search out your prison as soon as you play it. Grade 2, Aurora Battle Princess Risat Pink. And our grade 3 unit, Aurora Battle Princess Seraph Snow. So that's the ride line. Next, for the main deck. So we have 4 copies of Aurora Battle Princess Seraph Pure Light. So you can see it right there. I'm sorry that the camera quality is bad, but it might be bad as well because all my decks are double sleeved. So we have 4 copies of that. Next up, I run 1 copy of Aurora Battle Princess Launcher Charlene. 2 copies of Aurora Battle Princess Penetrate Aquas. 3 copies of Aurora Battle Princess Accuse Macarite. So I run 3 of that. I did used to run 4, but I had to take some cards out to put some new ones in. Be aware, guys, if you are new to the game of Vanguard and you're looking into build some of these decks, a lot of the cards are from older sets, so they can be quite pricey, and there are also a lot of promos that can be quite pricey as well. Next up, 2 copies of Aurora Battle Princess Cuff Spring. 2 copies of Aurora Battle Princess Perio Turquoise. This card was really hard for me to get a hold of because I started playing Vanguard just before set 6 came out of the Overdress series. So these are all the D format. These are standard format decks, so there's no premium or V premium here. Next up, we've got 3 copies of Aurora Battle Princess Barrage. I don't know how to pronounce it because it's spelled LTRA, so I say Ultra. If I am wrong about that, someone please let me know in my comments. Next up, the standard 4 copies of Hyperspeed Robo Shovel Stud. So we've got 4 copies of that, which is standard for prison decks anyway because of its effect. 2 copies of Aurora Battle Princess Horn Apricot. Now, if you are going to try and build this deck, this card is only really good if it boosts your grade 3 or 4 units. Hence why I only run 2 copies of it. Next up, 2 copies of Aurora Battle Princess Grenade Marietta. Or Merida. I don't know how you say half the names on these a lot of the time, but as you can see, they are really blurry, so I'm sorry you can't read card descriptions or anything. I have tried to alter my camera so that it doesn't blur, but it literally doesn't work. Next up, this is one of the new cards that was released a couple of months ago for the prison deck, and that is 4 copies of Security Upgrader. So this is a brilliant card to have in your prison deck, but it also can be very expensive depending on what version of the promo you are getting. So if you're getting a holo version or the standard common like these ones are. Next up, the only order card that is run in the deck, and that is Galaxy Central Prison Galactus. So this is the only order you need to run in your deck. When it comes to like the PGs and everything, I suppose you could run Elementaria Sanctitude if you wanted to, which is a blitz order, but this is the only normal order that is run in this deck. PGs, 4 copies of Violate Dragon. So these are our Sentinels, our Perfect Guards, so 4 of those, because you can only have 4 in a deck. Trigger lineup. For critical triggers, 2 copies of Aurora Battle Princess Loris Yellow. 2 copies of Patrol Robo Decacop. Next up is my front triggers, which I run the standard 4 copies of Cardinal, Draco and Pyro. So those are my fronts. I also run 3 copies of Ameliorate Connector, which is the draw trigger. So there we go. I'm sorry about my camera quality, guys. Now for heal triggers, I run 2 copies of Aurora Battle Princess Treyus Green. 1 copy of Lady Healer of the Creaking World. And 1 copy of Whistling Arrow of Recursion Oberfold for heal triggers. And then finally we have our over trigger, which is Star Dragon Deity of Infinitude, Elder Breath. And with that, that is my Seraph Pure Light deck profile. I hope you guys like it. I hope it's been a bit insightful for some of you guys, especially if you're new to Vanguard. But yeah, hope you enjoy the video, and there will be a playlist on my channel that has all my deck profiles on it, so you can check them out whenever you want.